If you woke up one morning to find that the most valuable thing in your life was a lie, what would you do? I am David, and this is the story of the secrets and destruction of our 22-year marriage. I could sense Linda's recent unusual behavior. Can you tell when things start to change in a marriage? You can sense when something is wrong in your marriage from your spouse's looks or the little things they say. The changes in our marriage, Linda's unexpected behaviors, and the slow emergence of the most frightening truth. How can one so deeply misjudge their closest companion? Before we dive into my story, don't forget to subscribe and like this video to not miss the most striking stories about cheating in marriage. Now, I invite you to this emotional journey. Let's begin. In the past few months, Linda had been very different towards me. There used to be warmth in her eyes during our evening dinners, which had now turned into a cold distance. Even our favorite movie nights on Fridays had begun to pass in silence. Whenever I asked if something was wrong, she would sharply respond with a no. Over time, her responses started to build a wall between us, holding me back. When I first noticed Linda's change, I dismissed it as possibly due to work stress. However, over time, I saw her checking her phone more frequently, smiling at messages. The most noticeable change was how she started putting her phone on silent when coming home, a new habit of hers. Sometimes late-night messages would come, and she would hurriedly turn off her phone, saying it was just work. All these signs only heightened the suspicions in my mind. One day I saw a message left open on Linda's phone from Rachel saying, "Ready for shopping?" That was the last straw that drove me to follow them. I left work early and watched from a distance as they shopped. Although everything appeared normal, just two women shopping, the feeling inside me wouldn't settle. Then, one Saturday, I left home to play golf, and upon reaching the course and finding it fully booked due to a tournament, I decided to return home and surprise Linda. When I arrived, I saw an unfamiliar car in the driveway. Entering the house, I heard moans coming from our bedroom, and my worst fears were confirmed. Linda was in our bed, naked, and Rachel was there with her. "What are you doing?" I yelled. Linda looked up in complete shock, repeating, "Oh my God, David, oh my God." Rachel, saying nothing, hurriedly dressed and left. After Rachel rapidly left, a tense silence fell between Linda and me. "How could you do this, Linda?" I asked. Tears in her eyes, she said it was a moment of weakness and repeatedly apologized. But for me, it was too late. After the incident, I was at a loss for what to do next, eventually finding myself at a bar trying to gather my thoughts. When I returned home, Linda and I attempted to talk, but the trust had already been shattered. Weeks after the incident, I fluctuated between love for Linda and a deep mistrust. However, I knew our relationship would never be the same again. From that day forward, our relationship completely unraveled. Linda suggested therapy to save our marriage, but I could no longer trust her. We decided to divorce, a process during which we had to explain the situation to our children. The bond with Linda was irrevocably broken, and we both began to rebuild our lives separately. I am still healing from the wounds of the past, but at least now I have the courage to face my own reality.